Your mom today plays what role in your business?
My mom is like the overseer, right? Everything goes through her.
A good overseer, too.
The best. Because it's like, there's nobody more trustworthy than my mom. She is over everything that has to do with Jayson Tatum.
And the pros and cons of that are what?
The cons are, sometimes when I go take trips with my friends, and it's only probably once, maybe twice a year, but we'll go out LA, Vegas, or Miami, and she'll call me in the morning. She'll be like, "Who is Mr. Jones?" She's like, "Why did you give him $12,000?" I'm like, "Mom, we had a good time last night." She's like, "I'm just making sure this was you, and somebody didn't take your card."
Jayson likes nice things. He likes nice watches. Technically, I can't say no, right? But I'm the one that processes all the wires and gets receipts and then insures everything and stuff like that. So he's always coming. I can tell on his face when he walks in my office that there's about to be a wire.
Oh, really?
It's just this expression on his face, and I know exactly what it means that I need to send someone some money. He's already picked something out. And when he tells me sometime the price, I'm like, "What does this watch do?" And he's like, "But it's not the Celtic money." And that's his little running joke.
So we had a deal before I got drafted that I couldn't spend the money I make from the Celtics, that we had to live off endorsements. And her and my accountant agreed. They didn't know that I would make, as much as I did off the court. So in my mind, I gotta spend that money. All that money, it gotta go. I gotta enjoy it. At first it was, we would have certain talks, but it's in moderation now.
I'm always going to be his mom, but he's still a grown man, and my job is to give him as much information as possible so he can make informed decisions. But I also tell him all the time, like, if you make a decision and it turns out not to be, the best one, or things don't turn out the way we'll figure that out too. I'll help you clean it up, and we're going to hold our head high. We're going to learn whatever lesson needs to be learned, and we're going to move on to the next thing.
How do you think your upbringing impacted how you manage your money?
I was in high school 6 years ago, right? So for most of my life, I didn't have money. I didn't have a investment account, checking account, a credit card. So I know what it's like to struggle and not have. I remember like when I first started getting checks, like being able to go fill my cars up, right? I would like call my mom, be like, "Mom, how much money is on this debit card?" She'd be like, "All right, it's $15. That's how much you got." And I could fill my tank up so I could get to school and back and don't make any stops, because, that tank had to last me for the week. And so, like, I could just go to the gas station to get gas whenever. Like, I remember when I couldn't do that, or going to CVS and buying 10 bottles of soap when we used to have to buy one, and, like, this had to kind of last us for a while. Like little things like that, like we kind of laugh at. I was like, I remember those days.
I think we just have a different level of appreciation, and in some ways it hindered because there's things that are very new to us now, even from like investing or, different levels of assets, and never had that. I've never even had an extra $100 a month to put away in investments or savings. So in some ways we had to learn a lot. But I think for the most part, just we're not that far removed from living check to checks. And he knows what he never wants to go back to. So